Yes, boss. Oh, I know you ain't seen me on the weekend. I miss you guys. I really did. I miss you guys. 444 the world, back in here in the building once again. I got another great one for you, alright? Today I'm going to be talking about tomorrow never being promised and cherishing the ones that you love while they're still here. So, reason being why I wanted to talk about this, besides it being in my listings, you know, I work in, for those who still don't understand or don't know, I work in a cemetery. I'm an undertaker. So I see a lot of different things, and I notice as many funerals as I've serviced, I see people look at funerals like it's a fashion show. A lot of people come to funerals, they don't really have any real, I don't see any sincerity coming out of certain people. It's just like a hype. You get what I'm saying? Nobody doesn't really value what's real, or a person who lost their life, or maybe people just look at funerals like, hey, that person's out of here now. Hey, maybe we're just waiting on our time. It shouldn't have to be that way. If you know and understand life, life is extremely precious. Here today, gone tomorrow. You can do a lot of things in this world, and you could have let time and opportunity slip up and pass you by, and gone, you're out of here. What kind of legacy did you leave behind? Who did you motivate? Who did you pass the baton on to? What did you do while you were here? Nobody's perfect, but it's something that I see is getting out of hand, is that when you look around, life is taken as a joke. You could even see it at people's funerals, that it's a fashion show. It's not even anything of real remorse. The most impacting thing I've ever seen at a funeral, and everybody sees this, when you see tears, you see real tears. I don't even see tears coming out of people's faces. It's like the world gotten colder. People's hearts gotten colder. The world is getting colder. What I'm saying is this: despite the world that we live in, and that the world preaches negativity and evil, and people leave outside of their house and they portray what it is that they see on TV, they act like they don't have no home training, they just living wild, skating, moving, coasting, cruising, lollipopping, booty shaking like it's nothing, like it's no tomorrow. And the people, whether it be family, friends, it doesn't matter. The people who have value that you know would go to the ends of the earth for you, it's like those people are just, yeah, they're there, but you don't really stop and think, yo, what if such and such was supposed to go tomorrow? You get what I'm saying? That's when reality hits. We look at life like it's a joke, and we fall in love with the false realities. Let's get in tune with what's really real. It's appointed unto man that we all gotta go to the grave one day. And not everybody you see out here in the world walking around has the same spirit. This is a shell. This is skin. This is what I did with my body. I put tattoos on my body. You don't know what's inside my heart, but I'm a good person. I'm using it as an example. Let's say you see somebody outside. You know their capabilities. You know what it is that they offer. You could have had time to spend with them, or could have did more with that person. But guess what? You chose not to. You chose to look at whatever you saw the world had going on outside, or whatever this person got going on. You didn't spend time with your grandparents, didn't spend time with your parents, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call, yo, you know that such and such gone? And you're like, no, stop, this can't be, no. And you break out in tears. And then after that person get put in the dirt, you talk about, oh, ain't nobody here for me, this, that, and the third. Somebody was right there for you, but you never took the time and the opportunity to go ahead and spend time with them. Wake your ass up. If you know you out here spending time and doing the right things and cherishing people, that's where it's at, man. Nothing wrong with it. But if you know there's people around you that are meaningful and you're not spending time with them or not trying to understand or just hold on to certain memories, it's gonna come back and it's gonna bite you in the ass, man. The world is getting colder. People hearts getting colder. A lot of people don't want to love, don't want to know what love is. A lot of people heartless right now. The ball is like turning into a like how can I say it? It's turning for the worse. But you know how law goes, like before things can get better, it has to get a little bit worse. And whether we as people want to wake up and realize it, it's us that's doing the damages to ourselves. And the longer it takes for us to wake up and realize certain things, is the longer it's gonna take for us to get on one accord. The longer it's gonna take for a lot of great things to happen. It's gonna be a while. And as you can see in this younger generation, a lot of kids don't really care. A lot of parents and adults, they don't care. They're following behind with the younger kids. Nobody's leading anybody in the right way. So what I'm trying to say is, as much as life may throw us a lot of curveballs, a lot of ups and downs, it's a roller coaster, make sure you remember to spend times with the ones that you love. Check up on people. It don't matter if you're going through something. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's affected by the world, life, COVID, the government, all of that. You're not the only person that matters. Everybody matters. You don't have to die for somebody to know your name. You don't have to leave this world and not have done something. You don't have to be the richest person. Once you practice the main basics, kindness, respect, manners, mindfulness, those little things that will carry you on through the world, and that's big enough to have an impact on the world. Remember who it is that you are and don't follow what it is that you see on TV, alright? That being said, I'm going to jump right into it. Go right to my Bible verses. So the first one I have for you is Psalms 34 verse 18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So God knows that we hurt. We're humans. We cry, we bleed, we laugh, we do all of those things. But throughout my instance in life of experiencing death and certain people close to me who have passed away, one thing I can definitely say is when one person goes, it's like somebody comes around, like another person comes around. Prime example, when I was 10 years old, my dad died, right? When my father passed away, a lot of people who could have been there or been around for me, they weren't there. And for years and years and years, I cried, contemplated suicide, wondered why. What is this? Why does life have to be like this? And I'm not gonna lie, as I got older, I know that God was right there with me. A lot of kids nowadays and a lot of people, they can't take losing somebody. I had to go through that when I was 10. And at the same time when I was 10, my father passed away. My father looked at me and told me, look, you need to make sure you look after your mother. He died from cancer on his deathbed and told me certain things. And I took it right then and there to just work harder, go harder in life. And I always felt so drained, like I'm not going anywhere in life, not making it, not making any progress. But every time when I felt like quitting, somebody came along. Whether it was an encouraging word from somebody or somebody that I knew from school, it doesn't matter. Somebody came along and said a few words that made me feel better, picked me up and helped me keep going. You never know what it is that you're capable of. And God is always going to make sure he's there for you. It's just certain things we can't see sometimes with our own two eyes. We can't feel, we don't know how it's going to happen, but we just have to have faith. And it's sad that people don't understand that when you're on one accord, when we're all in the same vibration, we're all in the same motion, I strongly believe that if one person was supposed to drop out, yeah, it would hurt, but it's like the vibration of the earth is so high, it's like, damn, they're gone, but it's like, you know, it's still a great place. It's, you get what I'm saying? It's like the world and life doesn't have to be what it is. It's just mindfulness in how we pay attention to things. Little certain sayings like, "Oh, you're worth more when you're dead." Why do you have to be worth more when you're dead? Why can't I just love you and respect you while you're here now? You get what I'm saying? It's a thing where certain things are spun backwards to confuse people, and people fall for it. You don't have to you don't have to fall for what it is you see on TV. You know what it is you feel on the inside. Go with that. All right. Next one I have for you, Psalms 147 verse 3. He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds. No matter how much you may feel like somebody's not there, like God won't have people around you to help you or protect you, He will. He will. I've been in a lot of situations where I didn't know who to trust. I didn't know who's my friend, who's here for me. But through it all, I understood that every person that came along my path in life, it was literally like boosting me up to little moments, my finest hour, certain things that would help me get through in life. And it made me feel like, like, damn, like I don't have my dad here, but it's like certain people I'm starting to see come around and make certain things happen. And the sad part about it is, in life, we all want answers to certain things, but sometimes we'll never get the answers that we're looking for. We just got to deal with it. It sucks, it has to be that way. But the main thing we have to remember is this: God worked miracles, and miracles can happen at any given time, any given moment. You don't have to die for somebody to know your name. You don't have to be out here in the streets. You don't have to be a whore. You don't have to be this, that, and the third. You don't have to be a robber, a drug dealer. You don't have to be none of that. That's what the world wants people to be: wild and reckless. When you're wild and reckless, it's a trickle effect. Once you get into that realm and you're in that trickle effect, you hurt other people, it's just gonna fatten up other people's pockets that are the elites, because you want to be wild, you want to be reckless, kill this person, rob this person, do this, you're going to jail, you're doing this, you're giving this person ST, just being wild, no form of control. And we as people in life, we turn around and we trick the next person. I'm gonna trick you, I'm gonna finesse you, I'm gonna do that just to get to the top, and it's not even worth it. Make sure you're mindful of the stuff that you're doing out here in the world, because it will come back to haunt you. Now, next one I have for you, Joshua 1 verse 9. Have I not commanded you, be strong and courageous? Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. That's another true topic. Sometimes you may feel like I'm in a situation that I can't come out of. I can't never get past this. And you'll be surprised what it is that you're able to beat and what you're able to come out of. If God brought you to it, He'll take you through it. You get what I'm saying? I've been in instances where, like, I did some dumb stuff when I was younger. Not too wild, but I did some dumb stuff. I got arrested when I was in high school for having a weapon on school grounds, just dumb stuff like that. Somebody threatened me, kid didn't deserve it, I pulled it on him, just all type of dumb stuff. I could have went to jail at a young age. After that, coming out of that situation, finding my way back again in life, was never a troublemaker or problematic, but I see how the world and society will try and pump you up and gas you to try and prove yourself, and then you crash out and then you become an example. I have friends that were like real reckless. People who I thought that they loved me, but you don't really love me. If you love me that much, you wouldn't try and cause me to lose my well-being or my mental state. I have friends that, like, they didn't really care about life. Like, certain people who talking down or talking too reckless, they gonna go get the strap and they gonna make it happen. Like, that type of time. And I had to realize certain people, I can't have that around me. And I've been in instances where if God wasn't who He was, and I didn't have faith, or didn't believe in Him, I could have been in prison right now, bro. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to tell to you is this: in life, we get lost and we may feel like we don't know where to go, but surely Death is appointed to us. And we have to answer for the things that we did while we're here on earth. Don't live a reckless life and just be reckless with it. Yeah, we all need some guidance and direction. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But don't be reckless and careless in life to the point where you lose and you don't care about yourself because you're a person. Or you may not care about the next person. They're a person. Everybody is a person. Everybody matters in this world. It doesn't matter if you're white, if you're black, if you're fat, you skinny, you paraplegic. It don't matter. You're a midget. It don't matter. You're a person. You matter. Everybody matters. You don't have to die for somebody to remember your name. You don't have to die to make an impact in the world. You can make an impact while you're living and breathing. You are a somebody. While you have people here that's around, cherish them and tell them that you love them, man. There's nothing wrong with that. That's another thing how society likes to make people feel like showing love is a crime or having emotions is a crime. If anybody preaches to you showing emotions is being weak, I'm gonna be the first to tell you this. They're not giving you the truth. If you have emotions and you can express them and understand what they are and why you feel that, that's called emotional intelligence. People will try and block you and tell you, oh no, you're crying, you're weak. He's weak. No, don't let nobody make you feel like. I had people do that to me my whole life. My whole life I had people gaslight me. And it started internally in my family, like amongst siblings. You get what I'm saying? And certain people who were supposed to be there for me and look out for me allowed certain things to go on. What I want to let you know is this. It doesn't matter, because ignorance is bliss for people. And people will have no problem in taking you down and making you the butt of their jokes and putting the light on you. Don't fall for the tricks and the games that the devil put out there for you. Surpass that and rise above it, alright? Next one I have for you. Romans 8:28. And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and who have been called according to his purpose. That's one of the weirdest things that I've experienced in life. I always felt like I'm gonna be big in life somewhere. I just don't know how. I'm meant to be something. I just don't know how. And I pay attention to the little things that God put me through. I grew up in the church. I used to teach Sabbath school, equivalents of Sunday school. I used to do a lot of different things, and I never know where it is that God would have me go in life. I was hanging around dudes that's like in big time gangs and not even paying attention or understanding that a lot of those people never really loved me, and if they could take me off the map, they would. God kept me protected the whole time. I was riding around in cars with people that was really ready to do something to other people. You get what I'm saying? And God protected me. It's a lot of things that I really wanted to understand, and when I found out that I got the answer what it was that I was looking for, that God was right there with me the whole time. It's just you can't see him. You just gotta feel, understand, and know that he's there with you. Even though you may feel like you don't see someone physically or somebody there to hold you or comfort you, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is a higher power. You just gotta have faith and believe in that. Last one I have for you, because I'm not gonna make it too long. Matthew 5 verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. And to end off the topic and get right back to life and, cherishing people. When you lose somebody, you will be comforted. You will be comforted. Sometimes it takes us to be left alone in solitude for us to understand who we are and gain our composure. But understand this. You're a person. You're special. You're priceless. Everybody in this world wants to go somewhere. They want to be happy. They want to get to some form of destination. Sometimes when we're not at our destinations, or we're not where we want to be in life, we can slack off and entertain the distractions. Some people will look at you and what it is that you got going going on and laugh and talk down on you, knowing that they would never have the balls to do the things that you do. If you're a person who wants more out of life, keep going in life. You don't gotta wait for nobody to give you that praise. Give yourself a pat on the back. Don't wait for anybody to congratulate you. Don't wait for nobody to be like, hey, do you need a helping hand? Nah, sometimes you're never gonna get that hand. Sometimes you just gotta boss up and just do it on your own. And that's what life is. We're here to put in work, do a lot of things, elevate and move on, help the next person. But instead, there's a lot of people that's short stopping the next person, trying to block out the next person. And that's what's killing us as a whole. Remember this, we're all people, we're not animals. The world may be a jungle, doesn't mean we have to act like animals. We can act like civilized people and get to where it is that we're going. With that being said, I want you guys to remember how special you are. And if anybody here is going through something and you feel like there's no way out, I'm here to tell you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. If I was contemplating suicide for over 10, 15 plus years and I got those out of my head after losing one of the closest people to me, my father, and I made it through a lot of things, you can do it too. I want to let you guys know that you are special, you are somebody, you're a champion. You don't have to die and witness that, or somebody else to just feel as if, you know, this person cares about me. No, the world is just a cold place and it's getting colder. You're a person, you're a champion, you're worth a lot more than what you think. You're extremely priceless. And whatever it is that you have going on in life, whatever endeavors, God will make sure that you get to where it is that you need to go. And that when you get to your destination, all the people that was throwing stones at you, all the people who talk down on you, they're going to have to sit back and bow down and kiss your ass. Because you went somewhere and you did a lot of greatness, a lot of things that a lot of people not willing to do. It's easier for people to throw hate at you because hate is easy and it's free. But guess what? Showing love, support, and respect is also free. But at the end of the day, everybody has choices. With that being said, it's your boy Damar. Make sure you 444 the world. Love yourself. Love somebody. Remember this. You are special. If you watch my videos and you're going through something, any depression or whatever the case may be, trust and believe that it's light at the end of the tunnel. It ain't gonna rain forever, alright, boss? You're a champion. Love you guys, alright? Take care.